Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another Sports
Podcast. I am Joel Anderson.
I'm Jordan Pomaville.
And joining us, as always, is the sports outsider, Phil Ranta.
We had Christmas.
Yeah, we did. Did you
We
watch
did
it?
have Christmas.
Phil, say Phil.
Yeah.
Have you watched any games since we last recorded?
Oh, have I ever?
What?
Yeah.
Save Ray.
Tons of games.
Christmas Day NBA action.
Yeah.
Who won that game, Phil?
Santa did. Santa beat the reindeer.
I would say the children win.
Yeah, the
Christmas.
children always win, especially orphans. They get so much free stuff from Toys for Tots.
Not so much the children of the basketball players who don't have their fathers.
Yeah, exactly. Things are
on
getting
Christmas, but-
sad up in here.
Ooh. But no, I guess there are games on Santa on Christmas that people play.
Yeah,
like that
actually, I
one
did not watch any games.
where they wrap up a present in a lot of different wrapping paper,
Yeah.
and then make you wear mittens to unwrap it. You ever played this game?
No.
Wait, what's your culture?
I feel like
you
I-
Italian?
I think I played this in Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts when I was a young lad. They'd wrap a present like a bunch of times. They made you wear mittens, and each person would get 30 seconds with the box, then would have to pass it. So it's kind of like who was going to get to the center of the gift. It was very hard to take off wrapping paper that's taped when
Yeah.
you're wearing mittens.
Do you know who would know how many mittens it takes to get to the center of the present?
who?
Wise old Mr. Owl.
A
One, a two, a three, a three. Tootsie Pop reference.
Isn't there a drastic advantage to going late? You want like 3-4 people to go ahead of you, and then you just
Joel's
get
always
to,
trying to game the system.
I'll tell you what. When I played it, the box went around several times.
Really?
Made its way around this. Yeah, it's real. You're wearing mittens. You can't audio podcast, but mittens do not give you fingers.
Do you know what I would do? Put little razor blades on the side of the mittens, cut right through all the wrapping paper in one sweep. Keep the
Also,
president
if it
inside.
looks like one of the other Cub Scouts is going to get through, you can slash him in the face.
right.
All right. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Are there any other Christmas games you might play with your family around the holidays? Any
Yeah.
sports? Backyard football?
Totally. When I was a wee youngin', we would play the family backyard football.
Really?
Throw the football around. We'd
Wow.
run after each other. We'd knock each other down. We'd laugh. Talk about memories past. I would generally get hurt very quickly.
Okay.
And I would cry
Right.
because that's what I'd still do.
Right. No, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. Joel?
Let's see. Christmas Day, there's generally everybody in my family takes a run. Which
Okay.
is like the one time a year a run anymore.
Oh, your family's so boring.
Well, it's an athletic
So
event. This is
boring.
somewhat-
Usually we play board games. Usually
We
There's
watch
cards.
PBS and then we run and play chess.
There's other Christmassy stuff worked in there. I had a wonderful Christmas this year, guys.
Yeah, but I bet your family does a non-denominational Christmas so they don't offend anyone.
No.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Well, I mean, okay. Yeah, we don't really do a Christian Christmas. but-
Yeah, look at that guy.
And it's not because we don't want to offend anybody. It's
Yeah,
just 'cause-
well, you're offending Jesus.
All right.
Fine.
You guys ready to play? Name that bull.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, name that bull.
All right, so here's the game. Here's the name that bull. Like politicians, every college football bowl has buckled to the tyranny of corporate money and awkward names.
Oh.
The awkward names bit I thought was funny. You hear
Yeah,
these
yeah.
crazy politicians with weird names.
Yeah.
Bayrock, Obama.
Yeah.
Don't make a lick of sense. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean we can't have some fun. Taking a trip down memory lane when bowls used to be named based on local traditions, products, and culture.
Yeah. Wasn't that nice?
So I'm gonna name the bowl. Well, I'm gonna name a bowl, and you tell me the original name of the bowl.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, certainly.
Yeah.
All right. The Meneke Car Care Bowl of Texas.
Ooh,
It is
Texas.
located in Houston, Texas.
Ooh.
Meneke Car Care Bowl of Texas. What was the original name of this bowl?
The Derrick Bowl.
I'm going to call it the Killer Cacti Bowl.
Actually, those are both really good, interesting, creative bowl names. It's the Texas Bowl.
Oh.
Oh,
It's actually not that old. It was started in 2005.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a boring name.
And you see, when they have the sponsorship, it becomes the awkward Car Care Bowl of Texas.
Yeah.
Instead of just the Menike Car Care Texas Bowl.
Yeah.
That seems more reasonable.
well, with a boring name like that, you might as well sell out the name.
How about the Mako Bowl, Las Vegas?
Hey.
The Mako
The
Bowl,
Mako
Las
Bowl.
Vegas.
It's a bowl in Las Vegas.
Located in Las Vegas, Nevada.
The Gambling and Corruption Bowl.
I'm going to call it the Whore Bowl.
We used to have one of those.
What?
It's not that fun.
What? We never... No Whore Bowl?
We used to have one of those horror bowls.
Is that right?
No, it was the Las Vegas Bowl. Again with the awkward name.
All right. That's
I should have known after the first one.
The awkward name
Yeah.
used to be the Las Vegas Bowl. Then it was I believe briefly, the something Las Vegas Bowl. And then it became Mako Bowl Las Vegas. Again, the awkward name.
Yeah.
Yeah, very awkward.
All right. Here's an easy one.
Okay.
An easy one. The Chick-fil-A Bowl. The Chick-fil-A Bowl is located in Atlanta, Georgia.
the Atlanta Bowl.
Oh, come on, Joel.
Okay.
You're better than this.
It's located in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, so it was the Coca-Cola.
Again,
Coca-Cola Classic.
again, not a bad name for a bowl.
It's a great name for a bowl. Come on, it's in Atlanta. That's where the Coke plant
Here's
is.
the thing. It's funny.
Coca-Cola.
I don't doubt that it's funny. It is not as funny as Joel thinks it is.
Joel loves puns.
He does. He
His
does.
puns are his favorite.
It
I'm
was
still-
the Peach
I'm also-
Bowl.
I'm also-
the Peach Bowl. Come on, Joel. You knew that.
Oh, Peach
that
Bowl.
one I probably could have gotten.
Yeah.
And then it was the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then just the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Then
Sure,
Chick-fil-A
sure.
decided that
Incidentally,
peaches
if
were
you're not
gay.
good at typing, you may have Googled Peace Bowl.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
They sell those at my local head shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smoke a peace bowl.
The Capital One Bowl.
Oh.
Formerly the Lloyd Carr Invitational.
Where's it
Oh,
located?
sorry. Located in Atlanta. Oh, sorry. Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida.
Orlando,
The
Florida.
Capital One Bowl.
The
Redeem
Disney
your
Bowl?
miles. That's what their commercials are like.
Yeah.
I believe it used to be the Gator Bowl, was it not?
Joel, I'm disappointed in you. I really am.
Oh, damn it.
I'm legitimately. Okay, Phil.
Okay.
Where's your pun?
Okay.
Or
it's
actual
in Orlando.
guess. It's in Orlando.
I'm going to guess that it is called the Orange Bowl.
Actually, this is not a bad guess. You're close.
God, I was really trying that time.
No, the Orange Bowl is still called the Orange Bowl. It just has a
Oh
sponsorship deal.
no, I was really trying
The
hard.
Citrus Bowl.
Oh, I'm so close.
You were close. Before it was the
Oh,
Citrus
man.
Bowl. It was the Citrus Bowl 83 to 2002 when it became the Capital One Citrus Bowl, and then it became the Capital One Bowl.
Can I
You're
take
right,
it back and
Jordan.
say
I
a funny
should've known
one?
that.
You really should.
I
For
should've known
the
that.
45 years before, or 35 years before it was known as the Citrus Bowl, it was the Tangerine Bowl.
Oh, I wish I could take it back so I could do a
good
fun
change.
one. Mr. Toad's Wild Bowl. Huh?
I don't actually get that.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a very popular Disney World ride.
Oh, okay.
So, in Orlando, Florida, Mr. Toad's Wild Bowl.
All right. Okay.
All right,
Oh,
all right.
Joel hates
Sorry.
me.
Here's
again.
here's a difficult one we'll
Okay.
end on. It's actually Joel's Michigan State Spartans are playing in this bowl.
Whoa.
The Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. What was the original name of this bowl?
Where's it located?
It is located in Tempe, Arizona.
It's not the Fiesta Bowl, is it? It's the Sun Bowl. It used to be the Sun Bowl.
I'm gonna
Incorrect.
call it.
Phil?
I'm gonna call it the Smallpox Blanket Bowl.
What?
All right. That's awful.
Yeah.
This actually was one I did not know. It was the Copper Bowl from 1989 to
There was a
1996.
Copper Bowl?
The Copper Bowl. Now, partial credit would have been given for the Insight.com Bowl
Yeah.
or the Insight Bowl.
Do they mine copper in Arizona?
Or do they just like copper?
'cause
in
of
their
Or is it
copper
like I
coloring
was
of-
thinking either
or the copperhead snake?
Yeah, I was thinking Copperhead Snake.
Yeah.
Is it
Again, audio
because they refer
podcast.
to
I'm making
their-
a snake figure
Yeah.
with my hand.
Is it because they have a lot of English emigres who refer to the police force as coppers?
Hey there, copper! You're never gonna catch me.
Yeah.
Wee-oo.
I don't
Bring
know.
on the paddy wagon.
Anyway, that one is actually legitimately difficult because I had never heard
Yeah.
Yeah,
the.
man.
I've
Your
never
game
heard of
was
the
tough,
Kabaddi
and we
either.
all lost.
All right, last one real quick before we wrap it up. Little Caesars Bowl, located in Detroit, Michigan.
All right.
Can we get this one?
Was it the Motor City
It
Bowl?
was the Motor City Bowl.
I didn't get to guess.
Phil, can you name the bowl that predated that they tried earlier in the Pontiac Silverdome?
How about the We're Gonna Be Rich Forever Bowl?
The Cherry Bowl. Cherry Bowl was the correct answer.
Detroit people back then thought they were gonna be rich forever.
I don't know if that's exactly what their
No,
thought
yeah.
process
Yep, it's
was.
like Silicon Valley now. They don't know that 60 years from now it's gonna be overrun with homeless deviants.
All right, what do we got in the show today? Let's run it down real quick.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you're looking at me. So.
We're doing a year in review segment.
Oh, year in review! I'm excited.
yeah.
People like year in review.
They
things.
do like, and it's
Yeah.
our last show before the new year, so it's I think
Yeah,
a good
before
time
we get
to
that
do it.
midnight smooch.
We have an interview, do we not?
Yeah, I'm gonna see, and this is what I know. I was complaining about the corporate tyranny in the bowls. I'm sitting this one out. I'm leaving. I cannot stand this because it's like a marketing
Wow.
guy.
Yeah, go get me burritos.
I will because I
Yeah.
cannot stand what's happened to bowl
What's
games.
this
It
guy's
really,
name?
Doug Urlich.
Doug Urlich, and
Doug
he's like a
Urlich.
marketing guru.
Yeah, he's a marketing guy. He's coming on to talk about the bowl games. I'm not having any of it.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
Then get
I
me
work
a
in
double
marketing now,
burrito.
so that should be interesting.
It's my time to eat.
Phil, do we have a weird sport?
You're goddamn right we do. The last one in 2012, so it's going to be super special.
Gonna be super special.
All right, let's get it started.
Okay, everybody, we are really happy to have on the show today marketing expert Doug Urlich. Doug, welcome to the show. It's good to have you.
It is great to be here,
Sounds
guys.
like you have a stuffy nose. Can I get you some Dayquil?
That is my voice. That is my actual, real voice.
Oh, God. It's going to be a long interview.
I'm
Hey,
happy to
hey.
talk about the branding opportunities and the marketing aspect of our college bowl system.
You're a business guy. I'm a business guy, too.
I am a business-
we should talk about Bulls and Bears
I would like-
markets and
I don't
NASDAQ
care.
and Dow Jones.
That is not really my field
Oh.
at all.
Yeah.
All right.
He's talking specifically about marketing.
Yes, and
So-
branding, that sort of name recognition,
Yeah.
that
You're like,
sort of thing.
You're kind of like Gordon Geeko,
I'm
right?
nothing
Like Gordon Gekko, only you're a geek.
You're not letting this whole stock market thing go.
Gordon
you know?
Geek.
not,
Geeko.
not really related to Wall Street.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, Phil, we can
Sure.
only have one
But,
antagonistic host at a time.
Okay,
I
sure.
wanted to talk about. Could I start? I could
Yeah, why
I
don't you
can
go ahead
lead
and
off,
start?
and maybe you'll bring in some questions.
Yeah, we'll certainly have some questions, but you're going to talk to us about some of the better and worse
Oh.
bowl games on the dock.
Yeah, AT&T Cotton Bowl,
Yeah.
Texas A&M versus Oklahoma.
Yeah, that looks to be a pretty good game. You got
Swing
Johnny-
and a miss.
what?
Game looks terrible.
Wait,
Really?
Tara, bro?
Terrible.
Heisman winner Johnny Manziel, known as Johnny Football for Texas A&M,
And in
a
football,
good
it's a
Oklahoma
swing and a
team.
miss. That's usually a baseball term.
Our polling suggests that telecommunications is not one of the first three words people associate with the textile industry.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
People
Well-
are largely unfamiliar or at least uncertain what a textile is.
Yeah.
Wait, is this
because
because it's AT&T and Cotton in the
It's
same
the
name?
Cotton Bowl, yes.
Oh.
So you're suggesting that the sponsor should be more cotton themed?
Yes.
Like-
That'd be a branding opportunity.
Like a
Hanes
Haynes
or,
her way?
Fruit of
Fruit
the
of the
Loom,
Loom.
even. Anything like that. The first three words people think when they hear cotton are social, studies, and textile.
Okay.
So
When I hear
probably should
Cotton,
have
I think of underwear.
So you want the Fruit of the Loom Social Studies Textile Bowl?
that. Well, I can tell you're being a bit of a joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is just a terrible, a missed branding opportunity.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, here's the thing.
jeez.
Wouldn't AT&T just go ahead and do this anyway? Because I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot of eyeballs in this game. A lot of people are gonna watch it because of Johnny Football.
I mean, AT&T is losing ground in the wireless game, and when you're already an old economy company, associating yourself with a common slavery crop is not going to keep you in the minds of the new world.
I agree.
The new
Okay.
economy.
All right.
Pretty
This
soon
is-
we're all going to have Skype on our phones. We won't have to do any of those cell
No,
towers.
well, why would I want a landline? Me,
Right,
a
exactly.
happening guy who goes out every night, why would I need a landline?
I don't think you are a happening
You go
guy.
out every night.
Oh, most nights.
No, you don't.
Some
Okay,
nights.
well, let's-
No, you don't.
Other nights.
Let's move on to our next one. How about the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl? Navy versus Arizona State. Not two of the best teams, but could be pretty evenly matched. Could be an interesting matchup. You got Pac-12. You got Navy.
You know, the bowl sends a positive message, hunger relief.
Yeah.
However, Kraft has an extensive line of unappetizing products that will do little to fight hunger.
What?
Here's an example of why Philip Morris USA should have never spun off Kraft Foods in 2007.
Wait, really?
As studies have
Yeah.
shown, people can successfully curb their hunger through smoking tobacco.
Wait, Philip. Hold on. Kraft
Yes.
used to be owned by Philip Morris.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
No.
That is correct.
Well, geez. Well, no wonder I grew up eating macaroni and cheese whenever I was at punk rock shows. Because I would sit outside the door and just eat Kraft macaroni and cheese and talk about how much my parents were mean to me. I was treating eating Kraft macaroni and cheese like smoking. Keep up, Joel.
Yeah, I got you. Your parents are delightful, by
Yeah,
the way.
I like them.
Our focus group suggests overwhelmingly we renamed this one The Hunger Games Catching Fire Bowl to Fight Hunger.
Wait, whoa, hold on.
That would be a great branding opportunity
No,
for a
but
new film series.
That
Catching
movie's
Fire?
been. That movie. Oh, but the
It's
movie's
the
only gonna last
sequel.
for
It's
1
the
year.
second one.
Yeah.
I believe there's a third. And you know the other way these movies go. Harry Potter had 8.
No, but you're gonna lose your brand equity in between. You're gonna have to change the name every year.
Okay, who's the marketing guru? That's me,
I'm
Doug
sorry,
Urlich.
but it's just you're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Yeah. I don't know if why the Catch Fire.
That's the name
That's
of the
the
second
name of
book,
the sequel.
Joel.
Oh, is it really?
I could talk about some bowls that are doing a good
She's the
job
girl
too.
who goes
okay,
on
well,
fire.
why don't we hear some good bowls?
I would say the Russell Athletic Bowl. Our research shows the sponsor of this bowl, Russell Athletics, is more closely associated with athletes than either of the two schools playing in this game. That's Rutgers and Virginia Tech. This will make sure people remember the sponsor of the bowl more than the bowl game itself.
Yeah, in their
Okay.
face.
I can see where you're going with that one. Let's,
Okay.
give us another one.
The Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl is a
Okay.
great bowl. Wings, beer, sports, does it get better than this bowl? Fans may ask themselves, where should I watch this game? And what should I eat at the place where I will watch this game? This bowl game answers both those questions right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, citrus, right? Because it's a citrus bowl.
No, our focus groups tell us that if your group has a funny friend, they may joke that this game will undoubtedly be sent into overtime.
Oh, yeah.
I
'cause those
don't get it.
There's commercials where people socialize at a bar and they want to keep socializing.
That was a dig at you.
I'm Doug Urlich. I'm a marketing
You're
guru.
Sweating
Yeah.
like crazy right now.
All right. Well, how about? Do you have any more good ones?
Yes, absolutely. The Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
Hey.
Number 4 Oregon versus number 5 Kansas State.
This one screams winner. Tostitos are closely associated with fiestas and bowls. Chip bowls, bowls of salsa. Our research indicates that cheese dip is also commonly placed in a bowl.
Yeah.
In the marketing business, this is what we call great marketing.
That's not how I fiesta. There's no
Yeah.
chips when Phil's fiesting.
You have any opinions on? The high-powered offense of Oregon? Kansas State's been putting up a lot of points. This is going to be a
Not
real shootout.
really, but Scoops was a remarkable new product.
They
put
always
out by
break in
Tostitos.
half, and then it's like half a boat always sinks. It's the same way with scoops. When they break in half, which they always do, they're useless. They're just chip crumbs. It's a terrible product.
I do not work for Tostitos, but I do
Oh,
have.
okay.
I do know their Twitter handle, and you could tweet at them comments and criticism.
Spent a lot of time at home on the Twitter, huh?
Okay, how about I got one here. The Outback Bowl can't be good because people are going to think it's played in Australia, right?
Well, this bowl answers the question of where should I, the suburban father, take my statistically likely to be overweight wife and 1.5 overweight children to eat when I want salty steaks and even saltier fried blossoming appetizers.
Oh, the bloomin'
Okay.
onion.
However,
Bloomin'
our
onion's quite
studies have shown that some fans are concerned that this bowl takes place in Australia.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah, that makes
there
sense.
you have it. Well, Doug, thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, no problem. I would just like to comment on the national championship briefly.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
This is the Discover National Championship.
Yeah, it's
The most prestigious game in college football, sponsored by a credit card that our research shows is accepted at very few places. and is primarily for customers with low credit scores that themselves are accepted in very few places.
Oh.
Our national championship game deserves a sponsor like Visa or Jimmy Fallon. Our internal research shows 5 out of 10 households would watch a Jimmy Fallon national championship, provided he does impressions at halftime.
Okay,
Wait.
you want Jimmy Fallon to be the
It was
sponsor of...
our internal research, polling, that sort of thing, focus groups show people would like Visa as a card or just Jimmy Fallon as a sponsor.
That's strange.
He's often on a Capital One commercials. People are confused, but they love Jimmy Fallon.
Right.
So wouldn't they change the Capital One Bowl to the Jimmy Fallon Bowl?
Jimmy Fallon could not be contained by a lesser bull, Joel.
Oh man. Well, I think that this
big
branding
Jimmy
is sucking
Fallon
the fun
fan,
out of
yeah.
everything. I gotta say.
Follow me at Doug Urlich, marketing guru 4. That's the number 4.
No, you should know. You're a marketing
life.
guy, and that's your Twitter handle?
Yes,
That's a terrible Twitter handle for a guy who focuses on marketing.
well,
Somebody else already had Doug Urlich marketing guru?
no, I wanted to express my devotion to the profession in my
what
Twitter
about
handle.
Marketing Doug? Did you check Marketing Doug?
I did not. In
Well,
fact,
it would have been a lot easier to say and
Yeah.
remember.
follow me at Doug Urlich, marketing guru 4 life.
Life?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Wow.
You know what? Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank
thanks,
you.
Doug.
Thank you.
Always a very popular segment. We're doing ours here. It's the year in review.
Oh, year in review's
Last
fun.
show of the year, so we're gonna go ahead and do our 2013 year in review.
Right.
But-
So
Whoa! Stop. 2013 is next year. We have not started 2013 yet.
We were just
But no, it's
finishing
like
up 2012.
Yeah, but the 2013 Madden came out in like August, so I figure it's like that.
Not entirely. I don't.
Well, I'm
think
doing all stories from 2013.
Wait, Joel, are you a soothsayer? Do you say sooths?
I think these are going to be soothes. I'm pretty sure these are all stories that are going to happen in 2013.
I think Joel's been a psychic this whole time.
Let's let this pay out.
Okay.
Play out.
So, all right, 2013 year in review. Alabama is crowned the national champions in football.
Well, no, that's like 2011. That's 2012, right? That's
But yeah, in 2013. Okay. The people of Los Angeles completely forget about hockey again.
Wait, but I am from Los Angeles and I don't remember what hockey is.
Yeah, well, they won the Stanley
2012.
Cup in 2012, and then there was a strike, and that's it. The Kings have squandered their first ever chance to help depressed Lakers fans cope.
Oh.
I don't feel like that's going to happen too often.
No.
That chance goes
Wait,
out
that
the window.
happens in 2013.
Yes, it's going to happen in 2013. The Kentucky Wildcats lose the national title.
So they make it back to the championship game.
No, I mean they lose their 2012 national title because of recruiting violations.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Calipari. No, it's happened the last 2 times. So, let's see. A second NBA championship does not make the Miami Heat even remotely likable.
Seems reasonable.
Yep. See, not going on a limb there. The Los Angeles Dodgers play the Los Angeles Angels in a freeway series
Oh man, that's what'll be exciting.
in July during Interleague because both teams, crushed by heightened expectations before the season, disappoint fans and fail to make the playoffs.
Oh.
The Miami Marlins trade all of their fans to Kansas City in exchange for 2 pitching prospects.
Not
All
a
their
bad move.
fans?
It's not a bad move for them.
What fans they have left, they trade him. Josh Beckett is not very good. Does not have a great year.
Sorry, Josh Beckett, whoever you
Sorry,
are.
sorry,
That's
Josh
harsh.
Beckett.
He's a pitcher.
Yeah, and
Not a belly itcher?
has a rough year. A-Rod returns from surgery and continues to play like a 37-year-old who is no longer taking steroids.
Okay.
Derek Jeter starts the season healthy and continues to play like a 38-year-old who is taking steroids.
Oh boy, tell it.
Oh, boy, zing, yeah. Tigers make it back to the World Series and somehow manage to lose it in 3 games.
Wait, but a playoff goes to 4 games.
Yeah, usually at least 4. Don't know how they
Wow.
did this one. Yeah.
That's a weird sooth.
Yeah, in August, the first AP poll of the year comes out for college football. Florida State, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Michigan all rated higher than they should be.
Yeah, that seems
that
eminently
happen a lot?
reasonable.
Is that going on a limb in that one?
That's
Okay.
actually, you could have said, you could do that most years. I
Yeah.
would say.
No Americans watch any swimming, gymnastics, or track and field events for the entire year.
Oh,
Well,
no
it's-
Olympics in 2013?
Yeah, no Olympics in 2013.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'm not tuning in.
Yep, there you go. The 63 non-SEC BCS teams joined together into one super conference, which they call the Big 11.
That's what I call the 7-Eleven down my street, though, because it's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Call it the Big
Yep.
11.
The Big 11. Lance Armstrong is stripped of yet another victory. Yeah. This
what?
time
How-
it's his victory in the battle with cancer.
Oh no!
Wait, what? He was stripped of his victory?
He's going to be stripped of that.
That can only mean one thing.
It's going to be revealed that he was on just a cocktail of different performance-enhancing drugs the entire time that he was battling with cancer.
Wait a second.
Which is totally unfair
No.
because cancer was riding clean.
But didn't he need the drugs to beat the cancer? Oh well, there it
Oh,
is.
yeah, see?
He needed the drugs to beat the cancer,
Yeah,
and
but
that's
that should
not
be
kosher.
okay.
Well,
Oh.
Yeah. So,
not according to the anti-doping agency.
Sorry,
Yep.
Lenny Armstrong. I
Yeah.
call him Lenny.
you two are tight.
Yep.
Roger Goodell suspends the entire Saints team after
Again?
discovering, yes, this time the entire team, after he discovers that they were paying to have adolescents repeatedly assault each other.
That sounds awful.
It does. And then mid-season, he has to retract all of his initial suspensions when further investigation reveals that the incident in question was actually just their sponsorship of a youth football league for inner-city children.
Oh, so it was fun, not harmful.
Yeah, so Roger Goodell missed on that one.
Oh.
Jets decide to move to Brooklyn so as to consolidate the three worst teams in the tri-state area in one location.
That's efficient. It's like
Yeah.
assembly line.
Brooklyn's already got the Nets and the Islanders. Throw in the Jets, and there you have it. Oh. Yeah. And finally, Johnny Football Manziel becomes the second player ever to win 2 Heisman trophies. Archie Griffith, the first. Unfortunately, both are revoked when it's discovered that he's played every home game at Texas A&M with too many men in the field.
Wait a sec. That's because they're the home of the
famed
12th
man.
Ah.
Finally, someone catches on.
Not me.
So there you have it, guys. There's our 2013 year in review. I'm sorry. Do you think I was wrong about any of those?
I think you hit them all.
I have no idea whether or not you were right or wrong about them.
Phil was kind of a passenger in this bit.
Bit of a sports outsider.
Yeah.
You're way outside.
For you, the listeners of Sports Podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. I personally recommend a wonderful book called The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Joel saw the movie. He said that it was okay. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Again, that's audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network for your free audiobook. And now it's time for another Weird Sports! Weird Sports.
All right.
What do you
Last
got for
weird
us?
sport.
Last weird sports.
Last
of
Weird Sport of
2012.
2012. We're going to make it a good one because this week's Weird Sport, Kabaddi.
What?
Kabaddi. Sometimes transliterated as Kabaddi or Kabaddi. Kabaddi.
Get to the Kabaddi of the article.
Good one. In Kabaddi, 2 teams occupy opposite halves of a small swimming pool, kind of like a kiddie pool and a little bit bigger, smaller than a big swimming pool. Small swimming pool.
Okay.
They occupy opposite halves of a small swimming pool / field and take turns sending a raider into the other half in order to win points by tackling members of the opposing team. Then the raider tries to return to his own half, holding his breath and chanting the word Kabaddi during the whole raid. The raider must not cross the lobby unless he touches any of his opponents. If he does so, then he will be declared as out. There's also a bonus line, which to ensure extra points for the raider if he manages to touch it and return to his side of the field successfully.
So he goes to the other side.
Yeah.
Shouting Kabaddi the whole time.
Yep.
He has to. Does he have to touch one of the other players, or are they trying to tackle him?
He has to tackle members of the opposing team.
So he
Okay.
just tackles, but I mean, he's in water. So by tackling, do they just mean dunking?
Well, it can be played in a small swimming pool or a field.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I assume.
But in
that
the
it's-
swimming pool, you have to hold your breath and swim underwater on the way back?
Yeah.
Do you have to hold your breath when you run back in the other one?
I think this is confused. There's a field and a pool both in play.
Oh,
Oh.
I think.
not
I might be
unlike
wrong.
Crocodile Run,
Yes.
the off-brand slip and slide.
Yeah. I think that's correct. See, the problem is there's many different forms of Kabaddi that are played. I watched 3 different videos of Kabaddi. None of them look like the same sport. Not a single one.
Where was this sport originated?
It originally began in India. India is where Kabaddi began.
You know, for being colonized by England for as long as they were, India does not have a ton of weird sports that we've gotten so far.
That's
yeah.
true.
Well, the international team version of Kabaddi, there's 2 teams of 7 members who each occupy opposite halves of the field. The field is 10 meters by 13 meters. If it's a women's sport, then it's 8 meters by 12 meters. Got to make it a little smaller. Each has 3 supplementary players held in reserve. They sit on the bench, they cheer, they cry if you lose, you know, that kind of thing. The game is played with 20-minute halves and a 5-minute halftime break, during which the teams exchange sides.
And it's you have to tackle a member of the other team.
And then run and swim back
Yeah.
underwater.
You know what? We should just go over individual forms of Kabaddi. Maybe
Okay.
that'll make
How
this
about
more
that?
clear.
I think so.
Okay, the first type of Kabaddi is called Amar. In the Amar form of Kabaddi, whenever any player is touched out, he does not go out of the court, but stays inside, and 1 point is awarded to the team that touched him. The game is also played on a time basis, meaning time is fixed. This form of Kabaddi is played in Punjab. It's played in Canada. It's played in England. Played in New Zealand and played in the US of A. Played in Pakistan. Played in Australia. In the Amar form of Kabaddi, each team consists of 5 to 6 stoppers and 4 to 5 raiders. At one time, only 4 stoppers are allowed to play on the field.
I'm not. I didn't understand it.
Okay, so
I'm
there's
super
raiders.
interested, but confused. But that's
Yeah,
okay.
but
I like
yeah.
I
No,
like
do
raiders.
not-
I like water. I like the name.
Right.
This sounds great. Again, I'm just not entirely clear what exactly they're doing.
Raiders run to the other side, try to tackle the other raiders.
It's like Red Rover.
Right.
Kind of.
Right.
Ish. Yeah.
Except the stoppers are trying to tag, and the raiders trying to either tackle or be tackled, trying not to get tackled.
Or wait. So, all right. The stoppers are trying to stop the person who's yelling Kabaddi and running
Yeah.
over to the other side.
Trying to tag them.
That's pretty easy to get.
Yeah.
But if he's trying to tackle people and they're trying to tag
to
him, how
tackle
do you
the
tackle
raiders.
someone without getting tagged?
He's trying to tackle the raiders. The raiders can't be stoppers.
Oh.
So he's trying to tackle the raiders while the stoppers are trying to stop him.
So the raiders are evading. The stoppers are trying to tag him.
Yeah.
He's got to tackle one of the raiders.
Get back without getting touched, score a point.
That sounds really difficult, actually.
Yeah.
Sounds really fun.
'Cause when you-
actually.
Kind of
take-
like
when
the
you take somebody to the
Powerball
ground.
on American Gladiators. Another weird sport, American Gladiators, right?
Right, absolutely.
Weird
I never
sport
watched
that
American
was.
Gladiators.
That's you're a PBS kid. There's another type called Sanjeevni. Sanjeevni Kabaddi. One player is revived against one player of the opposite team who is out. One out, one in. So if somebody goes in, out. I don't know, man.
I don't understand at all what we're
One
talking
player
about.
is revived against one player of the opposite team who is out. So if somebody on the opposite team goes out, then the person from the other team goes in. So that only one person's out at once. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
Makes
Okay.
sense. This was made by the Kabaddi Federation of India. This form is the closest to the present form of the game. This is the close to the international one. All right, there's also one called Gamini. This is played with 9 players on either side in a field of no specific measurements. It's like capture the flag style. You can make it 1,000,000 miles long. You can play Gamini.
I don't think you can make it 1,000,000 miles long.
Dude,
because,
I will walk 5,000 miles, and I will walk 5,000 more just to be the men who walk 5,000. The characteristic is that a player put out has to remain out until all of his team members are out. Like the team that is successful in putting out all of the players of the opponent's side secures a point. This is akin to the present system of Iona.
Iona?
Yeah, pretty confusing, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Struggling with this one, Phil.
Guess where most of this is played?
India.
India. The Asian Kabaddi Championship was arranged in 1980, and India emerges as champion with Bangladesh as the runner-up. Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, the English are actually way better at this than the Indians.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
The English weird sports are usually much simpler and sillier.
Yeah, this one is like people were sweating balls when they were playing this.
Oh.
The videos I watched, people are like tackling and tagging and running and swimming and
Seems very athletic, and also it's very hot in India.
yeah,
like
very
that you
hot.
have to yell Kabaddi over
Kabaddi,
and over again.
Kabaddi, Kabaddi, Kabaddi. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
All great games, like you have to yell it, like Uno,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
or
imagine it's
Marco
like a-
Polo.
Marco Polo,
It's like a war cry though.
Yahtzee.
It puts
Kabaddi,
the lotion
Kabaddi,
on its
Kabaddi.
skin. That's a fun game. You gotta yell. You gotta go, please, sir, I've got a father. You pay you money.
I'm never playing that game with you again. by the way.
basket? What's the lotion in the basket? I'm Bane.
Never
Kind
again.
of sounds like Bane. I never put that together.
You told me it was going to be fun. It was not, Phil. I
Well.
had no fun.
That's a weird sport, too. We'll have to reserve that for another episode of Weird Sports!
Citizens of Podcast Land, an important announcement as we will not be recording next week.
Oh.
We're taking the New Year's week off
Yeah, for kissing. That's what people do on New Year's. They smooch.
And for watching bowl games.
and for watching bowl games.
I don't be kissing.
Also, this is another important announcement. I heard from someone who has seen the movie The Hobbit
Yeah.
that there is a reference to Conkers in
Are there?
The Hobbit.
Hey,
Really?
that's awesome.
Someone asked Bilbo Baggins, "Are you a good what are you good at attacking or something like that? Do you have any skills?" He goes, "I'm a really good conquer player."
Dude, Middle Earth doesn't have conkers.
Telling you, he
That's
says it.
crazy.
He says it in the movie.
Well, that's
Anyway, Phil, podcast contact information.
Well, are we going to do that comes to an end another
Yeah.
sports
We
podcast?
always do that, Jordan.
I don't feel right without doing that. Do you want me to do it? Citizens of Podcast Land, that brings us to the end of another sports
Sports!
podcast. But before we go, Phil, will you give the people our contact information?
You can email us at sportspodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet at us at @sports3podcast. You can find us on Facebook by searching a little top bar thingy for Sports Podcast. You can find us on Stitcher Radio. Download the Stitcher app today, searching for Sports Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube. Go to the youtube.com/comedypodnet. Rate, review, have a great time. And also on iTunes, you can search for us as Sports, 3 space podcast. Also, rate and review, become a subscriber today.
And you can find all of our back episodes at comedypodcastnetwork.com.
That was pretty good, though, Jordan.
You were almost there. I was really impressed.
I couldn't
You just
push it
missed
past
one.
the finish
You
line.
just missed one. Well, have a happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Lights off.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.